The district of Dhanbad in Jharkhand state is itself distinct, being the coal capital of India. Dhanbad has cemented its place with the help of marked development in Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, popularly known as NREGA, under striking supervision of Dhanbad Forest Division in some valuable measures taken in this area by this inspirited team. The Dhanbad Forest Division under Sri Sanjeev Kumar IFS DFO has gradually bloomed in different objectives of employment consumption as well as employment generation through NREGA. This act assures unemployed rural personnel a minimum of 100 days employment in order to enhance their livelihood opportunities and raise their standard of living. The roads of the respected area under this forest division have been flourished with afforestation. The personnel have been employed for plantation along the sideways and dividers of the roads so that every area is utilized to the fullest. The sideways plantation along the roads have been protected by the bamboo gabion for every unit so that each tree is protected from the various means like the disturbances caused by the cattle. Besides these, the strategy of pit digging beside the trees has also been implemented to retain the rainwater so that trees remain well nourished with increased soil moisture. The plantations have been prolific in the hillocks of the region. It is noticeable that the downslope ends of the hillocks have been curved out with contour trenches, which facilitate a twofold benefit strategy of saving the trees from animals and also serving the trees with the rain-fed water through those channels. Occasionally, it was found that some areas had the capacity of retaining water on them, while other areas were dead dry, like the presence of a dry adjacent water body with the unusual area containing water simultaneously even in dry seasons. These particular areas have been perfectly utilized by creating small well-like structures locally named Darichua. These structures are about 10 to 12 feet deep with a diameter of 6 feet. The main objective of the structure is to collect the water retained by specific areas so that it seeps into the Darichua and later collected by the people. The Darichua is quite active in these areas and is a huge success as it earns water for many families in times of moderate and high scarcity when water bodies present in the region are very much on the drier side.
सभी गांव में हम लोग पहचान कर करके डांडी चूहा एक छोटा सा स्ट्रक्चर होता है पानी को रोकने के लिए। ये एक परंपरागत हम लोगों का स्ट्रक्चर हुआ करता था। पुराने ज़माने में भी लोग डांडी चूहा बनाते थे, पानी का संरक्षण करते थे और उस पानी का उपयोग वो करते थे अपने पीने के लिए, अपने बर्तन धोने के लिए, ये जो डेली यूज़ का चीज़ है। वो परंपरागत चीज़ें हम लोग भूलते जा रहे थे पानी के संरक्षण के लिए। हम लोगों ने नरेगा के माध्यम से उस परंपरागत स्ट्रक्चर को शुरू किया और पूरे प्रमंडल में आप देखेंगे कि डांडी चूहा का जाल बिछा है और इसकी सफलता की बात यह है कि पिछले 2 वर्षों से पानी नहीं हो रहा है, लेकिन 90% से ज़्यादा डांडी चूहा ऐसे हैं जिसमें कि ग्रामीणों ने पूरे अप्रैल, मई, जून में पानी का उपयोग किया। 20-20 परिवार एक डांडी चूहा के ऊपर में उपयोग किया।
The problem of water availability has also been resolved by the construction of check dams. These check dams obstruct and retain a certain amount of channel water so that it can be assigned and utilized for various purposes including domestic and agricultural by the people. The radical concept of nursery raising is also a vital aspect of employment generation under the NREGA. These nurseries not only provide the seedlings for roadside plantation, but it is also the breeding ground for the flourishing flora. The NREGA has been active in the labor-intensive job of pruning of plants like Arjun and Asan, which is demanded for improving the efficiency of tasar cultivation. The Dhanbad Forest Division has optimally utilized the cause of NREGA and has progressed greatly in the measure of rural connectivity. Roads have been constructed in the far-flung areas so that they become accessible to the common people. This work has also consumed labor in handful quantity. Besides, the road construction has also added to the overall development of the rural area. Dhanbad Forest Division needs a special mention in a few special cases where they have taken the matter of livelihood security to a different level altogether. In a few areas infected by the Maoists, the rural people started migrating due to the poor agricultural conditions and lack of irrigational facilities. With the valiant efforts of the division, the further migration has been stopped with the induction of various development plans that has facilitated the improvement in irrigational facilities and enhanced the soil conservation and helped it in regaining and retaining the moisture so that the agriculture can flourish.
कि हमारा ये क्षेत्र है सो थोड़ा सा उग्रवाद प्रभावित क्षेत्र है, बेरोजगारी क्षेत्र है। बेरोजगार क्षेत्र यहाँ के जो है सो माने लेबर जो रोजगार करने वाले हैं अधिकतर बंगाल पलायन कर जाते हैं, जहाँ कुछ कमाते हैं तो कुछ अधिक पैसा मिलता है। प्रशासन का भी नज़र पड़ा और वन विभाग द्वारा खास करके यहाँ के लेबर, यहाँ के जो मजदूर था उनको रोकने का काम किया। जो पलायन यहाँ से कर रहे थे उनको सोचे कि रोक, इससे फायदा हुआ कि यहाँ के लोग बंगाल चाहे और सब राज्यों में नहीं जा करके यहीं उनको काम मिला।
The rural personals who wish to get employed under the venture apply for a job card from their respective wards. Once the job card is issued, then the candidates can proceed further using it by applying it in the Gram Sabha for their jobs. The Gram Sabha assign the jobs to the candidates accordingly. These candidates also have a concrete paying system. The cost of approved works is transferred to the Forest Division bank account by NREGA cell of the DC office. From the implementer account, the respective amounts are driven to the post office accounts or bank accounts of the candidates directly in weekly or bi-weekly basis. It is also noticeable that the rural personals who are working under these schemes have their personal post office accounts. This system not only reduces the scope of intermediates but also enhances safety and covers the matters of corruption with an ironic grip. The efforts of NREGA have greatly assured the rural people of a better standard of living and alternative livelihood opportunities, leaving out the elements of risk which add to their insecurity. With the fine cooperation of the Joint Forest Management Committees, which is the committee of the local people for the forest conservation, the NREGA has gained and nurtured the faith of the rural people in engaging them in those activities which will yield long-term benefits for the society. On the other perspective, the NREGA has made concentrated efforts on the judicial use of natural resources and not disturbing the ecological balance of the nature. NREGA has been working as a multitasking unit as it has been productive under the Forest Department works as well as clinging to its basic ideology of benefiting the overall region to great heights and delivering the people with the much needed employment. The strategic infrastructure has emerged successful in Dhanbad, defying all odds and has marched ahead with notions of development holding hands with sustainability.